Get over here, dude. It's gonna drop. It's gonna drop.
I'm coming.
Oh, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is the working hour. The place to talk all things creative. Hosted by Distorticon and VanguardAir.
Oh my god.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the working hour, the place to talk all things creative and help you grow as a creator and maybe a person. I'm Distorticon, joined today by my admirable co-host, who's just sitting back and doing nothing but enjoying the view. VanguardAir.
Hi.
What do you think? Was it worth sitting up on this rooftop for 3 hours to watch that fucking thing fall to the ground and shatter?
I mean, it was. I guess you could. I've got a tear in my eye.
It's so symbolic because it like dropped at like the end of the year or something. It's like what it means.
The year's balls dropped.
Okay, well, and you ruined it.
No, damn shit. My bad.
Oh, fuck. We've got some goals. We've spent the time. I mean, let's be honest, the time we've had to prepare these is, I mean, it's quite a discrepancy. I've had probably a month. You've had 2 days.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, the boys here, the working hour fellas, we've put together a list of stuff we want to achieve in 2024, both for ourselves and our own channels and brands, and also for the working hour itself. So before we get into that, though, we're gonna kind of quickly go over our own criteria of kind of how we're doing this, and you know the guidelines I forced you at gunpoint to go off of, which then resulted in you writing a multi-page document.
It was scary.
You probably did more work than you had to. I'll be entirely honest with you.
I wanted to seem like I was doing some.
I mean, you did. You didn't have to pretend. I mean, we were going to do this.
Yeah, I know, but
first things first here, we go off of the classic SMART goal system, which if you don't know what that is, I don't know. That was brought up a lot to me in like elementary school. Just like, your goals need to be SMART. SMART stands for something. What do you think SMART stands for? Khakis? No. SMART goals are 5 things: specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. Specific is you clearly define what you want to accomplish, as we have. Measurable is it able to be tracked to the point where you can easily reevaluate it? So for us, you know, say from an analytics perspective, after a couple months, we can check back and see, okay, am I on the trajectory to hit this goal? Do I need to make changes? Attainable is it actually possible? Do we have the skills, resources, and time to make it happen? Relevant is why is it's important to us and why do we want to do it? Why are we doing it now in 2024 and not, you know, a couple of years down the line? Or why haven't we done it this past year? And time bound is the specific time that we want to achieve it. If we, you know, want something done by the summer, there's our time constraint. It's not you have a full year to do it. It's you have until June, which is ironic because only one of mine is actually time bound technically. The rest are just like, oh yeah, do it by the end of the year, you know, like something like that. I kind of break that one most of the time, except for one of them, but we'll get there when we get there. So,
right.
Would you like to start us off with your first personal goal?
Oh, dude, you threw the ball into my court, and I don't know how to play this sport. Oh, that rhymed.
You act like you've never even seen. You know what it does. You're like, ooh, foreign technologies.
It's a basketball, and I pick it up and I kick it.
It's rolling.
All right, I'll start off with the first of my personal goals. I have a couple. Let's start off with the weakest one.
Let me also preface: we do not know each other's goals going into this. When you've loosely told me some of yours, but definitely not the specifics, and we especially do know nothing about our working hour goals.
All right, personal goal number 1. I'm not gonna do it how I've written it out, but I want I want to reach at least 1,000 subs. I kind of want to have more than double, almost triple or quadruple the amount of subs I have now. And, you know,
Which is 200 at the time of the recording, by the way, for those at home.
yeah, which, yeah, right now it's 218 or 19 or something. It's not amazing, but I mean, it is amazing. A lot of people don't get here, but, fuck, man, I'm just gonna do it the way I've written it. It is very measurable. I can measure it by using this YouTube Studio application on my smart device.
It sounds AI generated now.
I know it does. I believe it's attainable. You know, I feel like I've got a lot more time on my hands thanks to the completion of my, you know, degree.
Can we get a round of applause for the folks at home for the man finishing college?
Yeah, dude, it's exciting. But now that I'm doing that, I should have a lot more time, which is nice. It is relevant to me because, you know, hate to get emotional, but like, dude, since I was a kid, man, I used to watch like so many YouTubers, and I used to think to myself, one day I'll be so famous that you have to be my friend to stay relevant.
I'll be one of you.
I'll be one of you. And I used to pull out my iPad and record my TV with it. I would never post it anywhere, but, you know, since I was a kid, I always had this passion of finding success on YouTube. And I want this done, right? I want this done by Christmas of 2024 because I see it as a gift to myself.
Oh, okay. The tugging at the heartstrings there. Oh my God. So then what happens if you fail? Is this you just give your,
probably gonna give up completely.
Your future self gets nothing.
Yeah, future me sucks ass. Well, that was mine. What about you? What's your first smart goal?
My first smart goal. Why is my phone not fucking unlocking? Hold on. I'm having a struggle here. First one is, well, first off, I actually started with like a kind of like a tagline. I want 2024 to be the year of consistency and experimentation. Number one, experiment with and solidify the type of content I make. I have all kinds of ideas and concepts that I want to try and maybe end up blending together. So I want 2024 to be a year of experimentation, of finding the balance between what works and what I enjoy making the most. Currently, at the time of recording this, we are recording this the night of December 20th for me. I have been chipping away at a video for almost a year, but that video has gone through so many stages and evolutions that there's no way, if I would have gotten this out like quote unquote on time when I wanted it to originally be out, it would just be a completely different video than what it will probably end up being, because so much has happened in my life and I've just grown so much as a creative, really, as a whole, to where I kind of realize every couple weeks when I sit down and work on this video very, 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 very slowly, is I can do more. That's what I keep saying to myself, is like, I can do better than that, or I can do more than that. It can be more elaborate than that. And so, you know, it goes, open back up the fucking Google Doc, and there I go, rewriting a whole section of what I want to happen and what I want to say in the voiceover. I feel so bad for the friend involved in the video that, I mean, they're in it, and they're like, fucking, they always ask me in like the most patient way possible, hey, like, how's it going? And I'm just like, it's going great, man. It's fucking wonderful. Oh, how I wish I didn't overthink.
Oh.
That's kind of made me realize I can do more than just like 10-minute funny moment video with like a 30-second like scripted like voiceover with like B-roll, basically. Like, I can do more than that. That was a nice evolution from what I used to make a year ago, but now I'm starting to grow out of that. I started as like your stereotypical funny moments, which is you just kind of get thrown right into it, and it's, 10-15 minutes of just, here's a thing that happened in this video game and it was funny, and here's subtitles and sound effects and like a fucking PNGs that come up. And then that became, okay, let me try doing voiceovers in the beginning to kind of establish a narrative and like a nice foundation of like, this is what you're getting into. Let's fucking see what happens, right? In May of this year, which I've not uploaded since, which I'm not proud of, obviously. I'll get to that in a bit later. As of now, my most recent upload is my most popular one by far. It outdid my other one. But this one was kind of the same formula I was rolling with. It was scripted, recorded voiceover intro that describes what happens, and then you get into it of what actually happened. But the difference with that one was the value that I was bringing. The way it was established, it was not a funny moments video. Probably should have said that a little bit sooner, but it was not a funny moments video. It was a conversation I had with a total stranger on Gmod the night before Thanksgiving 2022. And we just sat there in a room for like 2 hours and just talked about like everything, like deep philosophical life shit about like relationships and drugs and music and video games, like just all kinds of stuff. That was the Kickstarter for me of like, okay, I think I can do more and be more. So this year is experimenting more with just basically kind of shying away with just like pure funny moments videos, period. Like I'm done with that, I think. As I'm combing through my video ideas notes app set fucking folder, which is, there's got to be at least like 500 ideas in there. Some of which I'll never do because it's just not the type of content I make, but it's, you know, nothing better than waking up in a cold sweat at 2 a.m. You're like, fuck, that's a good idea. And I have to fucking sit up from my bed like Dracula and fucking crawl over to my phone on the other side of my room. It's like, unlock Jarvis, open notes app. Get me in. It's like, and then right, I was like, and I hit done in top right and then close. I was like, oh, much better. And I crawl back to bed. Anyway, I mean, it will happen, and I feel bad that it hasn't happened yet, but in a way, I'm glad it hasn't happened yet because it's opened the door and broadened my horizons as to what I can do and want to do. So,
dude, that was really good, man. Holy shit.
I need a fucking drink of water for that. Go ahead and pull up your second goal.
Oh my God. I don't think it'll beat that.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't trying to make competition, but
no, I know you're winning, so. Well, my next smart goal, let's start with S.
Okay. Breaking it down.
This is a little bit more, it's hard to make it a goal. This is more of a like personal, very personal thing that I want to at least achieve with my content. And it's to have a positive impact on at least one person, whether this is like, you know, a viewer, a friend that I have online, a random stranger, someone who is reached by my content, just really anyone. I want to have at least one positive impact on them. I think it can be measured like, you know, a million different ways, with whether it's like someone verbally telling me like, hey, you know, it made my day. This made me laugh. This was like really, really good. I enjoyed this. Or if it's a comment saying the same thing, or if it's just the way they react based off something that I'm a part of.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it is personal or, you know, I still say personal is the working hour because I'm a part of it. Because to me, it's important that we all have a positive impact on each other.
Definitely.
You don't have to, you don't have to force this positive impact on anyone. It can be very natural. I just think it's nice to have these memories of other people that are always going to be seen as positive. Time-wise, I don't think there's a time limit to it. Forever. This is a forever goal. Nah, I've written here, right? I've written on my document saying there is no time limit. But if I had to, right? If I had to make one, I'd say by the time I'm dead. No, I want it by like the end of the year. I want to have at least one person say, hey, your content was great. I love it.
I feel like a lot of your comments that you get are new people that comment and you're like, how do you only have 200 subs and this video only has 100 views?
Yeah, they're all like, the editing is insane.
That is a testament to you're doing something right. If you're getting comments like that often, you get them all the time on every video. You get multiple of those, dude.
Yeah.
If that isn't proof that, like, I mean, you'll keep getting them, of course. It's just like, I wonder, like, do you define like someone feeling that way of going a little bit like above that, you know, more than 2 sentences saying like, dude, this is fucking special, right?
I don't know, because obviously, yeah, that is like a positive impact. Like, oh, how do you have 1 subscriber? This is insane. But I want like that real comment that is like, damn, this is like amazing. This is like the funniest thing. Like I was having a really bad day and it's just changed it around. I obviously want to make my content, enjoyable throughout the entire thing. So hopefully they'll find something that will make their day.
They'll find our sheer stupidity amazing to watch.
Yeah, they'll see the clip of me yelling at Jerky, being like, "Why are you eating the shell of a watermelon?"
And then I said, "Don't point your finger at me."
Yeah. They might like that. So that is a goal, and I think it is very achievable. It's just you can't force it, and I'm not going to force it on anyone. And if it doesn't happen, that's all right. I think that's why I'm glad that I'm a part of the working hour. I know it's very wishy-washy, but it's nice because I do enjoy hearing that other people enjoy what we do. It's nice.
I've gotten people that don't even do anything creative that was just straight up was like, dude, I still thoroughly enjoy what you two fucking talk about, even though I don't like make anything at all. I was like, oh shit, then that really proves our value, because that means we're at least entertaining enough. If we can't bring that person value, we're still entertaining them, and that's the value. My second goal, Jesus Christ, live stream once a month, every month, / live stream a few days after every video release. In parentheses, live content is easier to produce and great for engaging with the existing community. Once I got used to how it all worked, I did enjoy it a lot, but I didn't plan things well enough to keep me motivated. I'm also considering making some proactive live stream content, where some streams are planned out a ton beforehand so they could potentially end up as YouTube videos. Kind of self-explanatory. I did enjoy streaming. I started doing it in October 2022, streamed a couple times up until December, stopped, and then didn't stream again until my birthday this year in March 10th. And it's not even because I just didn't like it. I don't feel motivated enough to do it, and I don't feel confident enough. Every time I've streamed after like 15 minutes, any and all nerves have just like melted off of me. I think I know why that's the case. They melt off of me sooner when I know that there's someone there already to talk to. There's been a couple times with some of the streams, both ones that are still public and ones that are now unlisted or even deleted because it's like one of them was like fucking massacred by copyright claims. The sooner there's at least one person in the chat to go back and forth with for more than 10 minutes, the better. With that, I get comfortable sooner. I get more into it. I get to be quicker. I get to be less anxious, fucking overthinking dumbass, and more like, okay, let's fucking get the ball rolling. Let's put on a fucking show, right? Yeah, like I've had fun with it. That's not the problem. It's just like I need a little more effort into them on my end, and I know I can do that.
Yeah, you 100% can, man. You've talked multiple times about how you've enjoyed streaming, so I think that's a very well thought out goal that you've planned.
And I believe in YouTube streaming more than Twitch streaming, but that's a topic for another episode. Your turn. Here's the ball back, bitch.
No, my face. Let's get into it. The third, maybe final. I want to learn how to create music. I know everyone. I know what you're probably thinking. Oh, another washed up YouTuber trying to make fucking music their career. Oh, what are you gonna make, huh? Oh, some indie pop shit. Oh, like we haven't heard that before. I don't know what type of music I want to make. And I'm joking about all the other YouTubers making bad music. There are some insane YouTubers making some great stuff.
They just reminded me for that. We have a Spotify playlist, by the way. It's been made for like a month, and we've just never. We could have promoted it in the previous episode, and we just forgot. Completely. So we'll just fucking do it now. We have a Spotify playlist. It's called Songs from the Working Hour. You can search for it on Spotify, or if you're on mobile, go to our page and then tap on the More Like This section, and then it'll be pinned there. You can check it, save it, stream it. Right now it's at 40 songs. It's like 2 hours and some minutes. 20 songs from me, 20 songs from Van. Some of our favorite songs as of late or of all time. Go check it out. Continue.
Yes, perfect, because a lot of the stuff that I've put in there recently and even at the beginning is kind of the stuff I want to make. I don't know. I think the reason it's important, and like the reason I want to do it, is because I hear all these like amazing artists. Like I love Eden. Eden is like I saw him live like in November. I saw him live, and that was amazing. I bought every piece of merch at the merch stand, and I went bankrupt. And it was so cool. And like the opening was Dane, who's like this singer based like they came from Melbourne. They make some great music as well. I love Breakins. I haven't seen Breakins live, but I would love to see Breakins live. More local artists are like Jesse Melancholy, who makes some of like the best songs that I've heard come out of like TikTok. Like I know it's from TikTok, but like I've learned 3 of his songs on guitar and the chords aren't even out yet. Like I
Oh, damn.
sat there for hours trying to learn how to play it. I love a lot of different artists, and I think they inspire me both through music and stuff, but then their music videos inspire my editing. Like if you look at a lot of it, they're so intense and unique that I'm kind of like, well, I want like my own editing to be unique as well. It might not be the same as them, but I enjoy the uniqueness of it. Being able to create music would be a lovely addition to my own.
Your little creative arsenal.
Yeah, like I mean, wouldn't that be sick? Like imagine like, oh Vanguard, what's that song you had in the end of your video?
It's from me.
Where did you get it? I made it, and if you use it, I'm striking you.
I'm
gonna
killing
claim
you. I'm killing you.
No, I'd want like at least a couple songs from each album to be copyright free. Yeah, I don't know what genre I want it to be. I would like it to be unique and be me. I think it is very attainable. I have a little bit of skills in it already. Just like, doing content, I have a lot of free time. I don't know, it's something that I want to achieve at least one song of my own by the end of 2024. Oh, you saw that coming. Oh, they got a whole year to work on it, so I'm gonna do it last minute. No, I'm gonna work on like in my newest video that's coming out. A lot of the sound effects and stuff I made myself, and a lot of the music, like in the background, some of it maybe me playing guitar for like ambient music in the background. And I think that'd be nice. So if you hear like a knock on the table or something in my latest video, it is actually me. If you hear some sound effects like that, that is all me. And I've just tuned it on EQ like crazy. But yeah, I don't know, it's cool. It's hype. It's cool.
When you said like you're even like sound effects you're making yourself, like you ever hear like companies saying like we're gonna be carbon neutral by like 2050? Like you're being like copyright neutral. It's like I will have no copyright issues because I've made everything myself. Like my last, I guess, real personal goal that I fleshed out is kind of a mix of the previous two. It's number 3, release a video that's 20+ minutes long. For the longest time now, I was under the impression that you can make shorter, or you should make shorter and more concise videos that don't waste much time. You can see that philosophy. I mean, that's still kind of true, but like, to a certain extent. You could see that philosophy grow stronger over time as my earliest videos, which are now unlisted, were all 10 to 13 minutes. As I grew older and more experienced, I was working on getting them down to what I believe to be the 8 to 10 minute sweet spot, with some going even lower than that. Nowadays, I realize that there's nothing wrong with longer videos. I just have to make the most expressive and interesting ones I can while only worrying about what I can control. So to push myself this year, I want to release a 20+ minute long video that has plenty of love and care put into it. It can be a video essay, commentary, retrospective, challenge, whatever. I just want to see what a really long Distorticon video would look like.
I'm excited for that, dude. Do you have any ideas at the moment for what you might want to do for it or not?
Well, it's quite open-ended, and there's a lot I could do with it. There's 2 that I have in mind right now that I think will probably happen. One being a lot more effort than the other, but they both would still definitely be over 20 minutes probably. The first would be kind of this probably video essay commentary-esque, talking about the god-awful downfall of Rocket League. I've been playing the game since 2018. I've watched it fucking get bought by Epic Games, and Psyonix like be like, okay, whatever, and just start like updating it less, and then Epic swoops in and it's like, hey, we're gonna save you. It's like the fucking Mercy Overwatch gif. And then like but then like as of the past like year, they've been slowly butchering it with like the item shop and stuff, and things are overpriced, and now they got rid of trading. It's because they added rocket racing to Fortnite. That was somehow that was correlated and that made them able to justify doing that. They're butchering this fucking game, man. Like, there was a comment I saw on the Rocket League Instagram page of all times. Like, I opened the comment section because I knew it was going to be like people trying to dunk on them. And the second highest comment said, "The downfall of Rocket League needs to be studied." And I leaned back and I was like, this looks like a job for me. Like, so I put it in my notes app for ideas, and I was like, yeah, I think I actually like unironically want to do that because I already feel passionate about it. I'll yap for fucking half an hour about that shit. And I can go over the full history of the game and being like, this is how we got here. Look how they massacred my boy.
That actually sounds really enjoyable, to be honest with you.
And then the second idea is like the less effort put into it, but like a fully condensed playthrough of Heavy Rain, because I've never played it before. And I'll be honest, the clips I've seen of it, like I know people have praised it in the past, but I'm gonna be honest, man, it feels like one of those games that like when I touch it, it's just like I'm not gonna be able to take it seriously. And I think that'd be such a fun fucking video to make.
Yeah,
because it's like the thing is, that's guaranteed to be long. That's gonna be hours long. But it's also probably going to be straightforward cuts and like punch-ins and just level the audio, right? And like the occasional sound effect. I'm probably not even going to subtitle it. And that could be a part of the experiment for me. It's just like, let's make a video with no subtitles. Fuck it, right? Let's see how that does. Let's see how I feel about that. Let's see how quickly I can get such a long video out, knowing I don't have to go back and subtitle it. That I can just worry about getting the flow right and you know, having the right punch-ins and sound effects. That could also be part of it. It's just, you know, again, it goes back to the first one. Experiment with it. Maybe I can make a video that every single word is subtitled individually. I can make a video with no subtitles. I can make, you know, a really moody, fucking artsy thing about this, you know, covering the history of this thing or whatever. I can do whatever the hell I want. Because, of course, it's my life, my channel. Other than the streaming one, all these are kind of end of year, technically. I know that's kind of lame because that's kind of what most of yours have been too, except for the one that you want at Christmas because I want to give the gift that keeps on giving. So
you are a piece of shit.
Yeah, that is kind of how you sounded, but it was cool though. I liked it.
Hey man, I'm jolly. All right.
So if you've got any other personal ones that you don't really have fleshed out, we can go over them real quick before hopping over to the working hour ones and finishing this sucker up.
Sure. I got a real quick one. I want to learn how to use After Effects to the point where I'm comfortable opening it.
No way, me too.
Because right now, when I open it to edit the working hour, I literally look at it and I go, "Oh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta get out."
I feel the same way. That was my number 4.
Yeah, solid. All right, we're on the same page there.
And what I put there is, quote, experiment and learn After Effects and better incorporate photography and film to make moody, artsy, expressive short videos.
Yeah.
I know it's very vague. And then in parentheses, you're going to love this. Take advantage of the Adobe license I have for school.
As you should.
You know my happy ass is doing that. My number 5 is to genuinely collaborate and work with other people, mainly from a graphic design perspective. I want to fucking make things. I want to make cover arts or album covers and more posters. Fuck it. I like this album cover. I like these colors. Let me make a poster with these colors based off of these songs. Boom. Queens of the Stone Age poster that I'm really proud of. I think it'd be cool for some of the work that I do to be used more than, you know, just for fun, right? To more than being pinned on Twitter to get 6 likes, which I don't care how much it gets, but it's like, I want to make something that is going to be used and it's going to represent something. Because I think that's very quietly something I do a good job of with thumbnails, and most of my graphic design work is just like, do I convey what I wanted to convey? Do I represent what I originally wanted to represent?
God, that's hype, man.
Yeah. So what do you got? You got any more?
Yeah, I got one more.
Okay.
I wanna blow up and act like I don't know nobody. That's it. All right, that's good.
All right. We're at working out our goals now.
Yeah. Are we gonna talk about the...
Oh shit, the analytics. Thank you for reminding me. My fucking dumbass is getting too caught up in being sentimental bullshit. I'm gonna cry.
Of course, man. Anytime.
So real quick, let's go over the analytics for the show so far before we talk about the goals for it. So I know, like when we made this, I don't think it was publicly stated, but we didn't care about the performance for this first half year of the show.
Hmm.
That being said, that doesn't mean we didn't pull any numbers. Starting on YouTube, the channel has gotten 247 views. If you exclude the trailer, we have 199 views on the podcast itself. We're one away from 200. So that's pretty cool. Our top performers are episode 1, We Need a YouTube Renaissance. Episode 3, Stop Caring About the Numbers. Then the trailer. Great job on the trailer, by the way.
Thanks, man.
The third episode, fourth in the list, is the AI versus creators, the good, bad, and scary. That was episode 2. Episode 4 and episode 5 round out the list with 22 views each at the time of recording. Going over to other services. So this, I believe, tracks for a lot of like the demographics. It tracks just Spotify, but I think all of the plays, it comes from all the other platforms that are distributed to. So I want you to actually let's play a little game. What do you, how many plays do you think we have
In total?
of other on outside of YouTube? Yes.
Outside of YouTube, 54.
Higher.
Higher. Shit. A lot higher or not much?
Higher. That's all I'm going to say.
Okay. 112.
Too high. You just doubled it. You just fucking doubled it. What the fuck you double it for? Double it, give it to the next podcast host?
Okay, 74.
More.
80.
More.
90.
Technically, okay, let me explain. It says 96 plays, but if you add the numbers of all the individual episodes, it comes to 87. I don't know where those 9 are coming from.
What the fuck?
We have a guaranteed bottom of 87 plays so far, which very fucking proud of. More specifically, it's 25 on YouTube Renaissance, 21 on the AI episode, 21 on the Stop Caring About the Numbers, 14 on the social media one, and 6 on the short form content takeover so far. And also a whopping 18 followers on Twitter X. So,
oof, look at us go.
yeah, man, fucking rock on in the free world. All right,
rock on.
Let's get to our working hour goals. Do you want to go? Let's have you, for consistency, we'll have you go first again. You'll list all of your working hour goals this time. We're not going to alternate, and then I'll list all of mine. Then we'll talk about them.
Let's start off with number 1. I only have 2 options.
Wow.
So let's start with the first option. I'd like to collaborate with at least 3 new like creatives, like people that are in the creative industry, whether that's YouTube, music, they paint on canvases, or they're editors, or they're professional gamers. I want to collaborate with at least 3 people that are from different things. So that's like 1 person from, YouTube, blah, blah, blah.
That variety is very important to us, because I want to make it a little more clear that this is not just for fucking YouTubers. Like, this is for everyone. This is for creative people, period. I said it earlier. I'll say it again. God damn it. If doing something creative sets your soul on fire and gets those gears turning in your head, then you're at the right place.
I genuinely believe that anyone can take what we've said in the past and apply it to their own creative work.
Exactly.
Or it doesn't even have to be creative work. You can sit at a table for 9 to 5, right? And you could type up documents. You can still get some value out of what we said before.
Mm-hmm.
But I do believe that variety in like possible guests would be very nice. There's some people that we may or may not have planned out already. Kind of
perchance.
Perchance we're thinking about them, or there's one that's on my mind. There's actually 2 that's on my mind that I love to have on.
3 on my mind.
Oh, there's 75 on my mind.
No, that's about as many people as we have on the list.
There's a lot of people on the list. But there's some people that like I believe we can 100% get, and there's some people that have no idea we exist, and I'd like to have them on.
We call those people long shots. That is the word we use.
Yeah, because we already have connections. It's so achievable. And guys, you'll never see this coming. guess when it's time bound. Halloween. Oh, end of 2024. No,
Wow.
I obviously we'll get it done earlier on. We've talked about it in the past a little bit, but if it doesn't happen by the end of 2024,
It's over.
yeah, clearly one of us is doing something wrong. It's probably gonna be me, but it is very relevant to what we do as well, though. I think it's super important to have different people on, because then it's different people's opinions from different sides of the industry. I would like to hear what a YouTuber who makes YouTube shorts has to say about something compared to a music artist who creates songs in his basement. You know, like, I'd like to hear their two different opinions and their view on life. So that's number one, and I got on to number two, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, number two, I would like to expand on our content. Obviously, we are making what people would call a podcast. We call it a show, but I would, like to make some shorts or just different things that aren't just this. Let's say if I get into music, we make a song together or something. Just, it has to be something new, because I think it would just add a lot more value to what we do together. We can make some Instagram reels, like.
Now it doesn't sound as appealing.
Like, I've already on my Premiere timeline. I've already got a couple clips from the podcast. One of which has been like edited a little bit in my own style, and I think it's nice. And I think I would like us to work on more. All right, and it is achievable, and I want this done by, or at least I want it started by like summer.
Yeah, I think that's definitely doable.
American summer, not Australian summer, because that is end of the year. We can play Fortnite.
Okay, now we're not sleep deprived quite yet, are we?
No, but we could.
We could. I can't wait till we can use this soundbite and then cut to us playing Fortnite. Then have that be the intro to a Fortnite video that we do in like a year. Watch. My two goals, I technically have three, but the third one's just like, let's just, kind of like a nice to have. Number one is maintain one episode a month every month. Pretty self-explanatory. It should be easier to come up with and execute ideas when we start having guests and researching more discoverable topics and formats. I think that's absolutely doable, because you'll be more available to record and easier to be at your computer to render the things in After Effects. We propose the idea of kind of starting to soft cap the recording length. Instead of an hour 20, like an hour 5, like that makes a big difference. Makes it less daunting to work with. I think that's absolutely doable, and that can keep us at least once a month, because originally we started 2 a month, and then college started and I could not keep up with that. So
yeah.
Number 2 is 1,000 new plays/views in 2024 across all platforms. And then parentheses, so at least plus 1,000 to whatever our final numbers of 2023 are. 1,000 listens across at least 12 episodes seems pretty doable, given we continue to promote it on our channels grow over the next year, and we get some intriguing guests on. For context, the YouTube and other platforms numbers combined is 286. That's fucking crazy. We've had almost 300 plays already. That's crazy. How have we done that? Do we deserve that?
Dude, no, we do, man. We put a lot of effort into this, and I'm glad. Like, I underestimated how many we had.
Yeah, I don't blame you, because I wouldn't think of it, because we don't quite have, we're not quite funneling everybody yet. Like neither of us, shut up. Neither of us have uploaded since we've started. No, you've uploaded once, right? Since the working hour has launched. And you did, you have a link in the description, and you have like a thing at the end screen being like, oh, check out the working hour. And now you're working on clips to put like earlier in your videos that better promote it. And to think that that's the case, like we've uploaded only once, and outside of that upload and just like word of mouth through our friend groups that we've gotten that, and also like obviously through YouTube views and stuff like that, that's where the bulk of that's coming from. But to think that it's not like we've uploaded a bunch and those videos have done well, and that's given us brand new viewers that know who we are. The thing that makes this so unique is that this is going to grow as we grow, and we haven't grown much. Combined, you and I don't even have 1,000 subscribers. Like the show has only 16 subscribers on YouTube. I'm cool with that because I still, again, I believe in what we're doing. You know, the number doesn't define that. So getting 286, plays, views, whatever in 6 months, I think 1,000 new plays, we could potentially crush that. Like,
Oh yeah, dude.
big time. I almost want to change that, but I'll leave it as is for now.
Yeah, I think leave it as is. 100%, we can do it.
Yeah.
We just got to do it together, man.
Oh, fuck yeah, man. When you put it like that, I mean, come on. Yeah. Yeah. My last one is, that's not fleshed out, but like for fun, maybe snag a guest from our long shot list, which if you don't know, as I was saying before, I mean, the long shot list is longer than our list of just potential guests that actually would realistically probably come on. It's just something to think about. Like of the long shots, who's the most realistic? And then maybe, just maybe, we see what happens and we shoot our shot. I'm just ready to get into 2024, get this ball fucking rolling, make some shit, have some fun, meet new people, strengthen the bond with existing ones, and just fucking do shit, man. I'm fucking ready.
Yeah, we're gonna kick ass, guys.
And
Guys,
kick
watch me
balls.
kick ass and balls. I'm gonna kick so many balls. Yo. Anyways,
Can I do the outro and get us out of here?
Yeah.
From both of us here on the show, we thank you for tuning into the working hour. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter X, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, and Google Podcasts, which is soon to be YouTube Music, I guess. So it's going away, and I think it's kind of merging with YouTube Music. So rock on. As mentioned before, we have a Spotify playlist featuring some of our favorite music. If you're curious what we listen to, go check it out. It's pinned on the More Like There's page on our on mobile. Just go to our podcast page, or you can just search songs from the working hour. It's a public playlist. It's on my profile. We both have added songs to it. You'll figure it out. Stay smart, stay focused, and stay creative. And stay energized and ready to fucking roll in 2024, man. Make this your year where you get back on your feet, or you do the thing you've always wanted to do. Just get to it, man. Sometimes you just got to take a leap of faith and you just got to start. Sometimes a leap of faith ain't too bad. As long as you know it's not just like, I don't know, spikes at the bottom.
That was motivational. That made me want to get up
and leap off a cliff into spikes.
into the spikes. All right, that was epic.
I don't know. We probably had to go help with the fucking giant ball that fell and broke into a million pieces.
Yeah. I know. All right, I'm just gonna start picking it up. Here's one. Here's two.
You fucking idiot! Back turn, kickball.
Oh, no.